Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we entered and explored the lower areas, or the northern areas I guess, of Leyndell Royal Capital. We climbed up the wing of the dragon and stopped here at the West Capital Rampart at the end. And then we went to go kill a deathrite bird, and that wasn't very fun. This time, I hope to get through the rest of the place, and I'm pretty sure we will be able to. There isn't a whole lot left, but there is a whole lot of optional stuff left. I feel like most of the Legacy Dungeons length is optional stuff at this point. With just required stuff, the Legacy Dungeons aren't too long, which makes sense. When you know where to go and you don't care about the optional stuff, it tends to end pretty quickly. Alright, that's the area with all the patrolling soldiers and knights, the Main Street Upper Shelf as I once called it. And to start us off this time, we have quite a big battle ahead. Just ahead of the West Capital Rampart is this little place. We got a bunch of envoys as well as a big gargoyle. Remember, we fought a gargoyle in the capital outskirts, and this guy is no different. Well, he's different in the fact that he has envoys helping him, and the other one didn't, because the envoys are only inside the capital and not outside the capital. Oh, dear God. He might even have more health, too. What? Okay, screw that envoy, I guess. Maybe the envoys aren't helping you. Maybe you're really, really annoyed by their singing, or their playing, I mean, and you were looking for the first excuse to take them out, and I was that excuse. He's like hitting them deliberately, like, whoops, didn't see you there. That's funny to think about. Well, there's an early death for the video. Yeah, I just kind of sucked that up, didn't I? So he has a sword and an axe instead of a twin blade and an axe. I guess they always have axes that they switch to eventually, but like their first weapon can be different. Okay, I'm not sure if I should pay any attention to the envoys. I mean, they could always be an annoyance. There's stairs. I guess we'll go down here first. I didn't remember there being stairs here. Cane sword. Like Kane's chicken fingers. How many daggers do I have? I also have a lot of the freaking foot soldiers' helmets. I've just been getting so many of them. Beloved sword of an aged knight whose last quest was long behind him, repurposed into a walking stick. The tip is rather worn. Though bent of back and without the brawn required even to raise the sword aloft, still he wished to meet his end with weapon in hand. Was that you, regular commoner? I guess that makes sense. The commoners do look kind of old. Their skin is very aged as well, right along with their hair. Lighting here is a little bit... yeah, like, did you see that? Lighting in this place is a little bit odd on my PC anyway, but that's okay. My game settings. I don't need ray tracing in every single game in order to be amazed by graphics these days. I'm not one of those people. This lever... will, I believe, yes. Remember this place? That's the area with the two soldiers and the knight behind them guarding the big door we couldn't open. That's because it was opened by the lever. Now, we can just drop into here right away. But I think I would rather go and get my revenge against the gargoyle first. After all, that's where my runes are, and I need those. But here it is right here. This is the area inside the wall that those guys were protecting. I don't even know why they were protecting, because that door's really hard to open. I guess now they have a reason to protect it, now that I've actually opened it. But still, wouldn't it be better to position some guys inside the door so that in case anyone does open it, you can still have a chance of stopping them? I say have a chance to because they're the soldiers and the knights, and the soldiers and the knights aren't that great at protecting anything from anyone, but whatever. Okay, so you can kind of cheese this guy by going down here. However, I think there is a page in this room below, so... maybe I should go take care of him. Oh god, and the gargoyle can also hit you through walls. Yeah, I need to take care of the page. No! Okay, sure, yeah, fun! Hey, at least you hit the page too. I love how attacks can just pass directly through walls. That's always the best thing. Whenever attacks can defy the laws of physics. And just go right through, ignore walls, pretend they don't exist for the sake of challenge, right? What the hell's that? I was hoping I could hit you. That did not hit me. I'm sorry. Your axe cannot go through floors. That did not hit me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're physics lord or not. Axes can't do that. I have a different idea. Magic. Oh, that does good. Oh, that does so good. If they're weak to frost, all the better. It's so funny every time. Oh, no. There goes the last one. Lucky 777 damage. You hit the jackpot there, my friend. Your reward is the sweet release of death. America's not gonna give it to you, I might as well. I mean, clearly this guy must hate his job and hate his existence if he's this freaking angry at anyone who tries to do anything, right? Who tries to walk up to him, well, okay, who tries to walk up and stab him. Maybe him getting this angry is actually reasonable considering that. Thank you for switching to the short-range weapon. That's very nice of you. You really did not help yourself here. This is so much more fun than doing the Twin Blade, I gotta be honest, so I've got to keep going with it. I'm out again, though. It costs so much freaking FP, dude. Alright, do not thank you. You did. I take back the thank you. One more. No, come on. Oh my god, you moved out of the way just in time. That's fair, though. I healed. There you go. Valiant Gargoyle is down. See, it wasn't too hard. I only died twice to him. But ignore that. Gargoyle's Halberd, as well as Golden Seed. We officially don't need these anymore. These do nothing for us. And that is so weird to think about. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not an axe, it's a halberd. Well, they're that freaking big, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. Just like the wielder, corpse wax, yep. Heal spinning slash. So where to first? Aha, okay. So over here we have a big branch to climb on because, oh, past it is actually a different place. Okay, I think I want to go over there first. Yep, see, the envoys are back now, but he is not. Only have to conquer him one time. I always like the permanent kill enemies because, like, they're always the toughest ones, and then when you beat them, it feels great because you know you never have to deal with them again in your playthrough, unless they appear elsewhere in the game, which is most often the case for Elden Ring enemies. Alright, we're gonna go this way first, up towards this giant Colosseum-looking thing. I don't know if there's much to see around here in the way of items. Oh, look at those guys. Those guys are the freaking minor Erdtree Guardians, except here they're actual Erdtree Guardians. They've been promoted. They're no longer guarding the small deals out in the world, now they're guarding the big deals. Okay, so the end of that branch goes down to a place with plants. We'll check that out later. I think when we actually start climbing on the branch, which will be later. Only a little while later, though. We actually don't have a lot left to this place, I'm just realizing. Hello, sir. You are a Grave Warden duelist as a regular enemy. See, we're continuing the theme of bringing back former bosses as regular enemies. Or as mini-bosses, whatever you call them. It's hard to quantify, like, a mini-boss in this game, because there are lots of enemies in these games that are big and tough and take a lot of hits, and that you can tell there are some kind of, like, you know, like, in between a regular enemy and a boss, but they're not, like, fully a boss. Like the Valiant Gargoyle that we just killed. I mean, he's a permanent kill enemy, so he's kind of a mini-boss. Still, though, it's really hard to tell, like, because the games don't denote that in any way. What counts as a boss and what doesn't. Duelist Greaves, worn by gladiators who are driven from the Colosseum. The wearer becomes a slightly easier target for foes. What? The snake is used as a traitor to the Erdtree, and the audience delighted in seeing these bronze effigies beaten and battered. Is this because, like, I wonder why this becomes a slightly easier target. Does that mean that they're easier to hit? Does it do more damage? I don't know, it's hard to... I guess it does. I mean, our legs are visible. Ordinarily, you want those things protected. I, once again, was thinking to myself, hey, change outfits at the beginning of this video, and then I forgot, again. The sun shall reveal me. I guess I could wear the Prophet set for a little while. The Prophet set minus the wooden brick on it. It's not the greatest looking thing, though, so I'll probably switch out pretty soon. If I remember. I probably won't remember. Oh. Speaking of prophets, look what we've happened upon again.
Your rhythms. I must be the one to record them. What matters this issue of Radagon, really? The Erdtree, heart of the Golden Order, lies before our very eyes. Why must these qualms come to you now? We were on the very cusp.
The Erdtree was kind of lying before the very eyes of Goldmask before. I'm not sure why being closer to it would make a difference. I guess it would be easier for him to do whatever he's doing.
Was that you? Sorry, I hardly noticed. I'm a little shaken since the Master ceased his movements. The Master's reflections had heightened as we neared the Erd Tree. While still a precise calculus, the rhythms grew increasingly wild until he simply ceased. Now the Master is facing quite the puzzle. The Golden Order is founded on the principle that Marika is the one true God. However, the name of Marika's second husband, King Consort Radagon, also appeared. Who exactly was Radagon? The Master is stumped. His finger has remained still ever since Radagon's name was discovered. Curse my mediocre mind. The Master only has me. And here I fail him.
Should I tell him I'm pretty sure the Master doesn't depend on you to do what he needs to do, or... I probably shouldn't. Anyway, yeah, we did hear something about Radagon. I remember Muriel in the Church of Vows told us that there was a skeleton in Radagon's closet that apparently he knows of, but he didn't tell us what it was, I guess because he doesn't know. Let's see, is there some new stuff available here? Okay, well, we can at least buy lightning fortification as well as this new stuff, and now we have all your incantations, so that's pretty cool.
Who exactly must his finger has...
Well, I guess we'll have to find out who exactly Radagon was. There's not a whole lot else to do right now. Hello, son. How's it going? Hey, Goldmask, you okay? You can... There was a noise! A noise came out of him! He went... Which I guess is the sign that he's stumped. You know, I've been thinking about how exactly it is Goldmask is able to obtain this divine information just by pointing at the Erd Tree. And I think the answer is quite obvious. We have to follow his example. We have to not let our armor get in the way of our thinking. And then we point up at the tree and we shall see everything. I see it all now. The answer is before us. The Erd Tree is a pineapple. Anyway, let's get this mask off, please. This Colosseum here has something in this. I don't remember what this is. Like a smithing stone, probably. Starfist. All right. I'm always down for a new weapon. There's so many of them, though. Spherical iron manifer covered in spikes which induce blood loss, used in brutal games of pugilism. Not exactly sure what that is. Skill is endure. It reduces the stun of pallets by 50%. I don't actually know what it does. Probably increases poise if I had to guess. I think we've already seen it though. That's why I'm not reading it. Hello, sirs. I'll just leave you to it. You can ponder over the existence of the Erd Tree just like Goldmask is doing right now. I'd like to find the door to this place. Wherever it might be. Is this the door? No, this is still not the door. Where's the freaking door, guys? Don't you want someone to actually be able to enter the Colosseum? Oh, I see. Grave Warden Duelist Double Hammer Edition is guarding it. Hey, I should... You know what? If I'm gonna be sneaking up to get charge attacks on people, I should put on that charge attacks talisman again. Oh, God. Oh, God. You got chains, and I've got no chains, but... I could jump over your freaking chain attack. Look at that. I didn't realize I'm actually able to jump out of the range of that. That's so funny. Down you go. And now, what's this? Ritual Shield Talisman. Hey. Let's swap you out for charge attacks. Even though jump attacks are really fun to do, charge attacks might be just a bit better. Raises defense when HP is at maximum, so the first hit you take won't deal nearly as much damage, I mean. Maybe I could try that instead of Potency of Sorceries, because I haven't used sorceries that much. That being said, the freaking Ajula's Moonblade on the Valiant Gargoyle was pretty good. Still, I find that the talisman's buffs, though they do exist, are like negligible at best. Okay, good. Good to know. You can open the Colosseums offline. I was wondering if that. Though you can't really do much with them offline because this is, if you don't remember, we opened the one back in Limgrave. The Colosseums throughout the lands between are for the PvP matches, the for fun PvP arenas, which we'll be checking out pretty soon, actually. Colosseums are only available online. Yeah, I can't do anything here. Oh, now we've opened up this one, so I think that'll open up this Colosseum for a potential choice when we actually go to play those. I think that's how that works. You can only fight in the Colosseums that you've opened in the world, so make sure to go open them. This must be so confusing for players like me, who was used to how the game was at launch where you couldn't open them, and now you can in the current versions because they've added those in. But I kept thinking that you couldn't open them, so I had actually no idea how you could access that combat. Until now, of course, until I went to go look it up. That seems to be it for the Colosseum area. Just a simple path with a couple Grave Warden duelists, Corrin and Goldmask over there being stumped about why the Erd Tree is the way that it is. The next step in their quest is to try and find the answer to help them out, but I think that involves going a little bit further in progression through this place, which we will do pretty shortly. We don't have a whole lot left to go, honestly, so I guess let's go explore this area, the area inside the inner wall. And I think it would be pretty cool if we approach it from the front door, which I think we're allowed to do. Yeah, we are. Good job. You did it. That wall was defeated very valiantly by you. I mean, I guess if you tried to kill me in a past life and couldn't do it, which you definitely did, you definitely weren't able to, then I guess the next step is to practice on the nearest wall. Hello. Okay, this wasn't quite the front door, but good enough. Look, the front door's right there. We basically entered from the place that I wanted to. Got some dogs, got a branch, got an item there. I think let's check around the perimeters. I'd rather go the way that there aren't dogs first. That's just me, though. That's just my, my point of view on the matter. Okay, the knights out there should pay us no mind. The inside the place. That place is probably really, really guarded. So I think I'm gonna head in the side entrance. That I don't know if I ever showed fully, but there's a side entrance. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. There is a side entrance to the place. Got a couple of spear guys and an archer. Or by a couple of spear guys, I mean one spear guy and one archer. One spear guy is definitely not a couple of them. I'll just say that much. I'm getting worse at commentating as this series goes, I think. I'll be at like the finale and I'll be freaking in baby talk mode, having no idea what to say ever. Yeah, but yeah, I honestly think I have played this series for so long, I've actually gotten worse at commentating in it. As of late. I mean, it's obviously not terrible. Probably better than most YouTube channels, to be honest, but nah, I don't want to think so highly of myself. Everyone else is entertaining too. That's a special drop, Gravelstone Seal. Is that 2 archers I hear? Please say no. Oh no. Gravelstone, I'll take that. It'll go quite nicely with the Gravelstone Seal. I can put it in my gravel collection. That's not, I meant to jump attack you. That works. That doesn't. God damn it. Come on down, come on down. Yes. Now, feel the power of a Jewel's Moonblade! Oh, that knocked him back pretty well. Though he's a sword guy, so I don't need to use cheap tactics on him. Spear guys, though, they think they deserve it a little bit. Because they use cheap tactics on me all the time. You know, they're spears. Cheap tactics. Ow. I wasn't worried about dying there. The knights are pretty easy enemies when you get to know them. Though, you know, they put up a good fight. For sure. If there's 2 attacking you at once, it's really hard. What do we pick up? Oh yeah, the catalyst. Sacred seal made from gravelstone, thought to be an ancient dragon scale. Enhances dragon cult incantations of the royal capital. I don't know exactly what those are. A Thunderbolt's one of them, I know that. Worship of the ancient dragons does not conflict with belief of the Erd Tree. After all, the seal and the lightning itself are both imbued with gold. None of the catalysts, none of the staves, none of the seals have any skills at all. You can give them skills if you want. What happens if you give a staff glintstone pebble? I don't think you can. I don't think glintstone pebble can be used on staffs, but that would be so funny. It would also make perfect sense if you couldn't, because there's literally no reason to. Alright, we have a fenced-off area here. We have the dragon's legs we can climb around on, though I don't think we can go anywhere on now. We can't go over there, because his big old leg is in the way. There's mainly just to get on this platform to attack the archer. I should probably turn on my lantern. It looks kind of dark over here. Now we jump off of the toenail. Sorry, the claw. I have to be respectful towards his toes. And then we can barely make the jump into here to grab a smithing stone level 6 and a rune arc stone sword. Another fucking stone sword kit. I mean, I have enough rune arcs too. Actually, no, I only have 26. I haven't been using them as often as I could have been, so if I were to use rune arcs a lot, I would probably be starting to run low on them by now. Rune arcs are surprisingly freaking rare. Alright, no reason to kill any of those guys. Let's check these houses before we go fight the dogs. Oh, well, never mind. I guess we'll get started on fighting the dogs right now. I was just hoping to delay fighting the dogs as much as I possibly could, but it looks like that's no longer possible. Alright, no items back here. This is totally where I would put an item if I was a From Software level designer, but I'm not a From Software level designer. That's because they don't like my ideas, or else they would have put an item there. Alrighty. 57 damage to finish them off. I like it when it's like the weak hit of the Twin Blade is able to finish them off. The weak hits that don't deal any damage at all. There's our extra defense. I haven't seen that come into play necessarily yet, but it probably has. How good is our defense right now? 38%. Alright, it could be better, but that's mainly the Prophet Robe holding us back. Like, let me look at this. 6.1, yeah, 3. Yeah, that's not very good. Look at those shadows down there, jumping along. Man, you know, playing Fortnite on the Switch version, it certainly was an upgrade over the mobile phone version for me anyway, because I was playing Fortnite on a pretty weak phone for a while. But, like, it was so funny to watch how that version of the game handles shadows, how it, like, waits for a really long time, and then the shadows suddenly start moving really fast towards their destination because they can't be, like, updated all the time. It's just so funny. I haven't visited that version in a long time because, well, I have the game on PC now, so if I were to go back to the game, it would be through that, but still, you know. This looks familiar. A little armory. We've seen armor sets like this around the place, though. We got, I guess is that the armor for a Banished Knight? Maybe not specifically for a Banished Knight, but it's for a set of knights who would later become banished. Oh, look, they have the horn on their shoulder. And the Crucible Knights attack with an attack that kind of, like, makes that horn bigger, and they kind of shoulder tackle you. That's pretty neat. Another fireplace here. I've seen a couple fireplaces around a familiar place, around a certain other place we've been visiting. Okay. Is this a dream? Am I dreaming right now? Hey, wake up! Wake up! Here, hit your head against the wall. See if you wake up. All right. I'm still awake, so... Master Hugh, are you okay? Sanctified Wet Blade. And hammer. Uh-oh. When applying an affinity using physical or golden type Ashes of War, sacred or lightning can be chosen in addition. Cool. Roderica's not here as well? Where is everyone? Is this actually... Hello? Anyone still in the round table? Even the mirror's gone! Where did the mirror go? Hello, America. How you doing? Buy my sword. Why did I get that off a random body? What? Hero's Rune level 1. Sure, okay. Not sure who usually does that gesture, but we can do it now. So yes, as you can see, this is the Roundtable Hold, but not truly. The real Roundtable Hold is still alive. Master Hugh and Roderica are fine, and so is Gideon, for better or for worse. Over here at the Table of Lost Grace. However, it seems that the Roundtable Hold is merely a mimicry of this place. This place is known as the Fortified Manor, and it is kept within Leyndell. I guess this is where the Roundtable Hold was originally, when it was first created. But then something happened, the knights started turning against the Tarnished, and so they had to basically make a second copy and put it out in the frickin' spiritual realm, or wherever it's located. Smithing Stone level 5, and as you can see, the front entrance there goes into the large room where we fight Magtongue Alberic in the real Roundtable Hold. Or in the current Roundtable Hold, if this was actually a Roundtable Hold in the past. Ah, there's a rune arc. I was just asking for some of those. This is kind of a theme and a tradition From Software has been doing since Bloodborne, where they take the hub world, put a copy of it somewhere in the real world, and then you run across it out of nowhere. I think my personal favorite incarnation of it, well, all three of them are really cool, but I think my personal favorite version of it is probably Dark Souls 3's Firelink Shrine with the untended graves, because not only does it include, hey, we can break Gideon's table now, because not only is, hi, who are you? Is that America? Or perhaps someone else? I don't know. Because not only does it include the entire tutorial area, but that place just has the coolest freaking atmosphere. When you go inside and you don't see anyone around, ah, so neat. So neat. Twin Maiden husks aren't here, obviously. Instead, there's a bunch of books, You have to read stuff instead of buy stuff from people. Man, how boring. The current Roundtable Hold is an upgrade, if you ask me. Another seedbed curse in the location where you find the Dung Eater in the Roundtable. I think the seedbed curses can be, like, given to him later down his quest. If you care all about his quest, unlike me, that is good information to know, then. Now let's go visit the Two Fingers. If they exist. Alright, well, the doors are unlocked. Let's see. Nope. Maybe the Two Fingers were here once and then they, you know, moved to the current one. I'm just basically saying the same thing over again. Hey, look, we saw a throne like this in Stormvale Castle. The coded sword. This sword's been programmed in, like, C# or whatever. The From Software employee tasked with implementing this item into the game was like, oh god, what do I call this thing? Here, you know what? I coded this sword into existence. I wrote all the code for it. Let's call it the coded sword. It deals only holy damage. Hidden sword once granted to the Tarnished of the Roundtable by the Two Fingers. A formless cipher comprises this blade, which deals holy damage no shield can repel. Champions would gather at the Roundtable Hold in days long past when the Two Fingers were masters of oration, their flesh yet full of vigor. Unblockable blade. Attack cannot be blocked. So, holy damage is, from what I can tell, effective against lots of enemies and bosses in this game. So, this might be pretty good despite the low-looking attack power and the fact that it doesn't deal any physical. If you run into something that is resistant to holy, though, it's probably going to do nothing. Alright, let's go down the stairs where Hugh would be. I think the stairs, yes, the stairs are actually partially collapsed, so you want to grab this item real quick before you jump down fully. Now we can jump down fully, though, and see what's down here. Are we ever allowed through these doors in the Roundtable? I don't think so. No, those doors are locked. But here, we're actually allowed throughout the entire place, which is kind of neat. Makes me wonder if this was always the intention for the Roundtable, if you were actually allowed to go through every single room freely at one point. Because the only way to get to the large room where you fight Alberic is to jump down off the balcony. And then the only way to get back out is to, is to either teleport or use the freaking thing that teleports you out. There's no actual door you go through. Just random commoners here in the fortified manor. You're the only ones left behind. Haven't you heard? The Roundtable Hold is only accessible through the map screen now. No, all you have to do is just go out in the world, find a map, and then you can teleport over. Come on, it's not that hard. Alright, what did we pick up? Oh yeah, we picked up a prayer book. Finally, I actually remembered this time. I don't have to put the information on the screen. Lord's Heal and Lord's Aid is what this gives. For once, I think this is actually something Corrin likes to receive, so we'll go give this to him pretty soon. Were these hanging bones here in Roundtable? I've been asking this question like 7 million times. Was this thing here in Roundtable? Well, hey, this is the exact same area we're going through with some differences, so I'm just pointing out the differences. That's all I'm doing. Here's Alberic's set. Mad Tongue Alberic's pointed hat, a sign of a heretical practitioner, set with red glintstone, said to be formed by the blood of sacrifices. Strengthens thorn sorcery. God, my brain almost wanted to say Sorn Sorcery. Thank God, no, it didn't. Alberic was an aloof yet disturbed heretical sorcerer said to have been driven mad by jeering tongues during his service to the Roundtable Hold long ago. And then you fight him down in the lower area, and then he dies, and then he drops his set here. Or so I assume. I wonder if you can get his set without killing him. You know, I have to admit, I don't know what the word aloof means exactly. Is it like... I don't know, you're like acting cool. Let me look up the definition on Google right now and see if it's anywhere close to what I thought it was. Removed or distant, either physically or emotionally. That's not what I thought it meant, so never mind. Alright, one last room to check out. It's where we fought, we fought the Cypher Pata. No, we found the Cypher Pata earlier. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Ooh, okay, not only is there a site of grace to reveal this place's name, but that is Fortified Manor. You know, there's something called a zoom in. Maybe I should do it one of these times. Fortified Manor, first floor. We also have the flightless bird painting. So the penguin painting? I don't really know what that's about. Well, there are penguins found in this game, right? But not in Altus. I haven't seen any in Altus. So that appears to be showing, you can see the Erd Tree, so it's showing the outer door of one of the entrances to the capital outskirts, and you can see the ruined tower. I believe that is somewhere around here. I think it's inside the village. Yeah, it's like right there. So we'll go back for that at a later time. Why'd I sound like a freaking, like, TikToker reporter there. We will go back at a later time. Open the doors. Get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur overused joke. Well, actually, no, it's not overused. It's just old. I think this lever will open the door if you can't open it from that side. Otherwise, I don't know what the lever's there for, because I don't know if you can actually get to this area before going through there, so I'm not completely sure. Well, this is the fenced-in area, and we can see that it is fencing off two, actually, I think more than two, abductor virgins from the rest of the capital. So it's probably for the best that the giant fence is here. Then again, we saw the frickin' Albinorics that were kept imprisoned in Volcano Manor in Leyndell, so maybe there's some shady business happening with these guys here as well. I mean, I already theorized on this last time, but now we can see more abductor virgins that were probably tasked with abducting people, as they are abductors. But they are virgins as well. They're abducting virgins, so they shouldn't have caught anyone yet. At least I would assume. I reiterate, why are they called that? It makes no freaking sense. It's a very strange name, and I have no idea why it was chosen. Like the one, like, frame shot of my face there. Dropped nothing. That's what I expected. Anything around the corner? Where it came from? Yes, an item very, very far away. There's a courtyard area with another one. Okay, maybe there is just two. I remember there being three, though, for whatever reason. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. Oh, for a second there, with the way I had the camera angle here, I thought like a couple of those candles were freaking on fire. And I was like, wait, what? That looks odd. It's the torches. That's funny. Down you go. Almost grabbed me. Didn't grab me, though. Actually, it didn't almost grab me. You were still, like, the first half of the animation. Stormhawk axe. Like an axe Stormhawks can wield? I don't think I've ever seen them wield anything other than two swords. Designed to resemble a... Oh. With his wings comprising the blade. Signature weapon of warriors who strive to remain one with the storm despite being so far from their place of birth. Oh, is this what Nefeli wields? Because she wields an axe, according to Gideon. I summoned her one time, and I think she was using, like, some miracles or some incantations as well. Sorry, I call them miracles. That's Dark Souls. Unique skill, Thunderstorm. Oh, maybe she was doing that. Wing blade with lightning, swing it around to create a lightning storm. Follow with additional input to perform 2 spinning attacks. Lightning will stay on the blade for a while. Very cool. So it's like Sacred Order. Kinda. I think you do an attack and the thing stays. Or maybe it's not. No, it's like Holy Sling. Hold on. Sacred Blade. I was close. I actually was with Sacred Order. I just needed to say Blade instead. Recognize this? If you've been paying attention to the directions we've been heading on the map. Yep, we're connecting back up to the old bridge from so long ago. And I think I've decided, you know, I probably didn't have to teleport in to grab the Blessed Dew Talisman. I probably could have waited until now, because it wasn't that long ago that I picked it up, and it's certainly not necessary or anything, but it would have given extra purpose to us finding this, because right now I'm like, hey, cool, remember this place? We're gonna leave in 2 seconds because there's nothing to do here. But, yeah, it existed, that's for sure. But hey, it is still cool to be here. And now we can actually use the elevator to come down from it. I wonder if maybe the sending gate is active now? This guy's a permanent kill. I think he's one of the few who actually are. I don't think many of the other golems in the world are permanent kill. It is. I didn't expect that. Where does it go? I'll tell you where it goes. Here. Of course. I think we've seen this Divine Tower from a number of angles. Yes, this is a Divine Tower. It's kind of hard to tell from up close. Over there, I think, is the one for East Altus, or West Altus? Yeah, West Altus. And then this one is floating all by its lonesome in the middle of the frickin' ocean. And that sending gate is the only way to get here. It is the isolated Divine Tower. Unfortunately, it's tightly blocked shut because we do not have the Great Rune for it. And we will not have the Great Rune for it for a long frickin' time, I can assure you that. I'm assuming the sending gate activates when you actually enter Leyndell officially, and you don't just teleport there using that one, the Tower of Return in the place or whatever. That, I believe, is it for Fortified Manor. I could look around here one more time, though the Abductor Virgins are back. No, I don't think there's anything else over there, so we can go give Corin the prayer book. Look at the glowy Erd tree at night. Oh, Look at the boss fog over there.
Oh, was that you? Yes, the master is still ceased. And after coming all this
Yeah. Hold on. Here's a prayer book. This will cheer you up.
That is a work
Are you serious?
incantations bear no lineage from the Earth.
It's 2 fingers, though.
I cannot afford to maintain my innocence any longer. I must dirty my hands to test my faith, even if it offers only the most meager of hints. I will do whatever I can to help my master.
Oh, I've never heard him say that before. I thought that because it was from the 2 fingers that it would become from the Erd Tree. Because isn't the faith in the 2 fingers like the whole concept behind incantations? How is this a work of heresy? Give me Lord's Heal and Lord's Aid. Alleviates poison, blow loss, and sleep buildup for self and allies. Very cool. Massively heals HP for self and allies. Takes 20 faith. Can't use it. Bestowed by the 2 fingers upon a tarnished deemed worthy of becoming a lord. Well, I guess we are going against the Golden Order, so maybe that's why. Tarnished, oh tarnished. Seek the Erd Tree and stand before America, its queen. Become the Elden Lord. You've said this to me like 25,000 times. Yeah, I know what the objective of the game is. Thanks. Nothing else here. Alright, very cool. I just noticed this item over here that I missed. Smithing stone? Smithing stone. I guessed correctly. It's like a 1 in 4 chance of guessing correctly at this point. Since it is nighttime, I've outfitted myself in the Night Maiden set. Plus the antlers, because I have to. It's just my look at this point, alright? Get used to it. Like anyone's actually complaining about it. Like, are you seriously complaining about me wearing this? With all that done, I believe that's 3 envoys done at the same time. Very satisfying, very funny. That's it for optional stuff for right now. That was the Colosseum explored. That's the Fortified Manor explored. Now there's just this branch to climb up. Onward to new stuff, new places, new beings, except this isn't a new being. There will be a new being at some point, though. So these actual Erd Tree Guardians are no different whatsoever from any of the other Guardians in the open world, meaning, well, they're not very interesting to fight. Ooh, item there, that's pretty secret. I'm gonna turn on the lantern, because once again, it is kind of dark, hard to see. Hi, buddy. Hello. You're waiting for an ambush, I guess. Well, you should probably try not to fall asleep while waiting for your ambush. Maybe don't try to ambush people in the middle of the night. That'll be easier not to avoid the draws of sleepiness. You really didn't hear anything? Okay, you can live for now. The corpse fell, like, on top of you, and you still didn't feel anything at all. You know, speaking of nighttime and, like, accidentally falling asleep at nighttime when you may not want to necessarily, I have a tip for anyone, for any aspiring high school student. Don't stay up all night. In fact, I just have a tip for anyone in general. Don't stay up all night. I remember doing it back in the day so I could give myself, quote, more free time. And while it's true that I did have more free time, it also meant that I was completely dead the next day mentally, and I would also accidentally fall asleep because I totally missed the previous night of sleep, so of course I would. Nice damage. Overall, the freaking drawbacks to that outweighed any benefits I may have gotten. Like, it might be thrilling to stay up all night. You could probably do it once. Like, just go do it once, but don't make a habit out of it. It's not a very good idea at the end of the day. Get it? Because it's nighttime, it's at the end of the day? So many unintentional puns this series. I like those smaller batches of roots that are splitting off from the much bigger root. Where is this root coming from, can I ask? Is it the Erd Tree? Or is this like one of the Erd Tree's roots coming out of the ground? Is it less golden as it nears the bottom? I guess I could understand that. It's only the part that's visible to people that needs to be golden. God, look how freaking huge that thing is. It's bigger than freaking Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Which I visited a couple of times, and I've always, like, really impressed at how it looks. Got Guardian Greaves out. Okay. Guardian Sword Spear is new. The Greaves are not. Wielded by Guardians of the Minor Erd Trees, known as experts in the arts of combat. The power of this weapon scales greatly with dexterity. That doesn't look too bad, honestly. It's a halberd, so it's a weapon type I haven't really used that often. I think I used halberds like a couple times in Dark Souls 3, but that's nowhere near enough for me to call myself, like, you know, having actually used and been very experienced with the weapon type. Because all I've been using in Elden Ring is the frickin' Twin Blade. And all I use in Dark Souls 3 are just variations of the basic swingy weapons. Like, I've used hammers, straight swords, and one great sword. That's it. Basically just basic swing weapons. Playing this is honestly making me wonder how an intelligence build playthrough Dark Souls 3 would go. Because, I think it could be fun. Like, I feel like there's so much more room to play around with spells in Elden Ring just because, you know, this game is much longer, so you get more experience, you get more souls, you get more chances to level stuff up. The spells are also a lot faster, I feel like, because I think in Dark Souls, if I'm not mistaken, Dark Souls 3 anyway, you are slowed down if not completely brought to a stop anytime you want to cast a spell, whereas in Elden Ring, you can move around quite a bit. I mean, not when you're casting a big spell like this, but when you're casting Glintstone Pebble, you slow down like a little bit. Well, actually, I guess that's kind of a big slow. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe they didn't change it at all from Dark Souls 3. Still, I feel like the spells are faster and overall more fun to use, and there's a lot more of them too. Holy grease. Thank you. And besides, the freaking, the infusions that I give the Twin Blade, the cold status effect, makes it scale with intelligence, so intelligence is more worth getting because that also helps my melee weapons in addition to my spells. That plus all the freaking memory stones you can find that increase your attunement slots just from exploration instead of just leveling up. That means that magic is so much easier to use, it feels like, than it was in Dark Souls 3. Easier to get into, at least. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, I never went too far beyond the basic projectile, because most of the time, I just wanted to use melee weapons on everything, because I found that to be more fun. But in Elden Ring, because the enemies are more ridiculous, I'm ridiculous back to them, and it's great. Oh boy. See this big room? See that one-armed Steak America? That's right. We have a boss, and a unique guy for once, or a new guy at least. Godfrey, first Elden Lord, attacking us in a spirit form. We've heard a couple of things about Godfrey, may have even seen him on some paintings around the game. This is not him at his full power, as in those paintings, he had that giant white lion stand, and he clearly doesn't have that right now. He's got powerful stomps, as he was supposedly the leader of the Crucible, so he has the same stomp attack as them. And of course, he wields a giant axe that does a lot of damage. It can be swing. It can be swing very bigly. Yeah, proper English. Let's go. Oh god, that's right. You can follow that up. I have to get used to this guy's combos. It's been a while. Been a long freaking time since I fought him. You can also jump over the stomp attack, I do believe. But I usually just end up rolling, because thankfully, unlike Crucible Knights, their freaking stomp radius doesn't hurt you after the initial stomp. Or his freaking stomp radius, I guess. Their stomp radius, I think, does, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, though. That was a perfect chance to get a load of hits in when he was dragging around like that, but I didn't. Now's the perfect chance, though. He doesn't have a lot of health, so we should be taking him out pretty quickly, even if we don't do it this attempt. Oh, no. Oh, damn, I shouldn't have gone for that second hit, but I didn't know how long it would take. Let's drink now, since we can heal half our maximum health. Oh, God. And that was a perfect time to get hits in. But at least he has a long recovery time afterwards. Unlike most of the bosses in this game that can recover in 0.2 seconds, even if they do the biggest of attacks. Hey, got a stance break, and you can critical hit his head. Oh my god, right through the freaking nose. Sorry, buddy. I take out your sniffer. No more smells. You must not know what I smell like. I smell awful, I think. Well, yeah, I probably worked up a real sweat, and I have blood on my clothes and everything, so I probably do smell awful in-game, to be honest. That was quick. I would say quite painless. My character begs to differ. But yeah, that was that. 0 deaths against a major boss. Your reward is the 4th and final Talisman Pouch. We can finally equip 4 talismans, just like this was Dark Souls 3 all over again. And I shall pick jump attacks, absolutely. Oh man, it feels so nice to be back here. You get the first 2 pretty quick. Well, like, at least the second one pretty quick after the first one, because you just need to go kill another shard bearer. And you get the first one from Morgott in Stormvale. Then you just go kill another shard bearer and you can get the second one, if you remember to go back to the Roundtable, which you might not. What to level up? You know what? I've been under-leveling strength. Let's do that a little bit. It will increase the damage I do with the weapon, so that won't be bad. Oh boy, 72,000 runes needed to level up. We're getting in the big leagues now. I have not used this at all. Let's put on something I'll actually use, like that. There we go. Now, Unlocking this guy not only takes you towards the rest of the dungeon, all the way up to the end, but it also unlocks a number of other optional places, and you know the drill. Really feels like there should be something here. But I guess they just wanted to make the room symmetrical. Very cool. Careful in this room. Those are death pits. Those are not an area, that's not an area you can jump in. So if you're trying to jump around the arena to like avoid some of his attacks, you might want to be careful of those. You might want to be careful of the death pit. It's up to you though, really. It's up to you whether or not you want to be really concerned about it, because otherwise it's not that big a deal. Okay, let's see what we have down here. This looks a lot more optional than the giant doors that opened up after we beat him. Nothing that way. That's totally where I would have put an item, I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh, you can just hop off the branch here, can't you? Or can you? Can you even hop on the branch? Yes, you can. Does this part of the branch go anywhere? No, just kind of takes you down there. Is there an item on the side, maybe? Nah, it's just a little part of the branch. It's probably just there for visual detail, nothing more. Okay, we got a lever, and that's because we have an elevator item in here. Ooh. Just a tiny little balcony. I think my character would totally be the type to just stand out on this balcony and go, "Yes!" at the top of her lungs. And then all the enemies around look up like, "What? Who's that?" What the hell was that? You know, minor public nuisance. Not a huge nuisance. Just like, you know, someone who just does something really loudly to get everyone's attention and then just moves on and everyone's like, okay, that was odd. Those are my favorite type of people to encounter in public. And by encounter, I mean to, like, you know, overhear. iMessage. I'm not online, so, regression alone reveals secrets. This is placed in front of this statue of Radagon. Interesting. Regression reveals secrets. So, I have to regress to a previous level and then a secret will be revealed? That would be interesting if that's actually what they wanted you to do. Like, you must play through this game at only never going above level 20. Get to this point, and then you will see the secret. But that would also be the dumbest shit ever, and nobody would like that. So, instead, let's go kill some perfumers while we try to solve that riddle there. That regression alone reveals secrets. Altus Bloom, I'll take that Holy Grease, I'll move on with my life. I don't know why I think the Holy Grease is like this awful thing, but I guess I do. Hi there, little buddy. I guess I'll take you out. You're probably gonna run back down here at some point. Oh. Before we take out the little buddy, we got a big buddy to deal with first. Another spear-wielding Crucible Knight. Let's go. Let's just freaking go. I think another example of an enemy that gets, like, reused as a boss very inconsistently are Crucible Knights. I mean, there's the one in the Everjail, and then there's the ones you fight in Ariza Hero's Grave. That's 2 boss encounters where Crucible Knights are the boss. Actually, no, 3, because of Redbane Castle. Right. I almost forgot about that, because that fight is super forgettable, honestly. But then every other time you see them, they're like these big mini-boss, regular enemies. Also, whether or not they're permanent kills are really inconsistent. I mean, permanent kills being inconsistent is okay, because, like, if you put, say, a Crucible Knight in the first Legacy dungeon, like the one in Stormvale, then it makes sense to have him be a permanent kill there, since that's a low-level area with a high-level enemy. Here, though, you could probably make this guy respawn. He wouldn't be too hard. You know, it's like the Black Knights in Dark Souls 1. In the opening areas, at least, the Black Knights are all, like, permanent kills, because that's not the areas you're supposed to fight them in. They're much higher level than anything else in the surrounding area. What the fuck's this thing doing? Okay. Do you go back down there, or are you only over here? Your pathing is very strange, I must say. Though you're probably dead now. No? There we go. Barrier of golds? That's a barrier of blue. You are colorblind. Greatly increases magic damage negation for the caster nearby allies. Yeah, that is not gold. What? This is gold. This is barrier of gold. This should be called Protection of the Earth, whatever. This incantation was used by the champions of the Erdtree in the First and Second Liurnian Wars, during which the red-haired Radagon joined the hero's ranks. Who exactly was he, though? You didn't tell me anything about that. Ooh. Okay, that looks like the upper road, the upper shelf. Or is it? Have we been there before? Let's take a close look. Oh, yeah, we have. That is the upper shelf. That's what I thought. Okay. So this is what I've been thinking of in terms of important items. Do you see that out there? You see at the edge of that weapon that I believe is connected to the giant dragon? It might be anyway. That is an orange item. And this item can actually disappear later in the game. So you want to get it right now as it is kind of important. Well, it's not super important. You can't, if you miss it, it's not the end of the world or anything, but it is a good thing to find. Actually, I think I need to jump down onto the roof of the building first. Okay, I can do this, and then I can do that. Okay. I think I found out how to do... No, I haven't. Wait, how do you get there? Wait, how? Oh, okay, I had to be running, and then I jumped higher. Okay, that's what I was missing. So drop here, and climb onto the giant weapon. This is actually really freaking cool. It reminds me of the giant sword in the one corner of Breath of the Wild's map that you can climb on. Bolt of Gransax. I'm gonna teleport back to Erdtree Sanctuary before those enemies consider me to be in combat. Spear whittled from the weapon wielded by Gransax. That's probably the name of the dragon. One of the legendary armaments. A great ancient dragon, Gransax, once rained calamity upon the royal capital. The only time in historical record that Leyndell's walls have fallen. This marked the dawn of the war against the ancient dragons. Unique skill, ancient lightning spear. Imbue the armor of the ancient dragons around lightning, throw it as a spear. I wonder if it was the ancient dragons fighting that chased off the Roundtable Hold and emptied the manor and whatnot. But the manor's still up, and they've clearly repaired the walls. I think they have, so maybe not. The reason why I consider this to be an important thing to find is because it is one of the legendary armaments, and there's an achievement you can get in this game for collecting all legendary armaments. If you care at all about achievements, you're gonna want to grab that weapon before progressing too far in the game. Alright, the next place I'd like to go is actually out here where we need to go next. So here's a bunch of dead finger reader crones. I'm afraid I don't know the lore behind that, but it's quite interesting. I wonder, are the finger reader crones the finger maidens? Or are they, because they do offer guidance, however awful. Are they maybe finger maidens who lost their tarnished that they're supposed to be guiding, and then they've just turned it to anyone who's desperate to offer, they've turned it to someone who's desperate to offer guidance to whoever they see? That might be, actually. I may have just solved something in the lore by myself without having to watch VatiVidya. Or anyone else, because there's more than VatiVidya making videos about that. This close-up, I could definitely tell that, first of all, the Erdtree's actually stone with a golden tinge to it and not entirely made of gold. And second of all, texture's a bit low-res. That's fine. I don't care. It still looks really cool, especially from far away. God, we're so freaking close to it. It's right there. I feel like I can reach out and touch it. But I can't. I'd have to have like a mile-long arm, because it's still like a mile away from us. That just goes to show how freaking big the Erdtree is. Alright, up this little vine, this overgrown branch, this overgrown root. Something. Can't quite jump up there to get that, so we'll have to find a way around to that, I suppose. I think that way around is, what do you know, not in that direction, because it's going the opposite way. Want to climb onto this roof? Then, any more to see up here, or is that it? Hi, Fortified Manor. That actually looks really cool. That's supposedly what the round table looks like from the outside. Except it's like floating off in space somewhere. So, that's pretty cool. Maybe it's built on like an island in the middle of the ocean, as the map kind of depicts. But, you know, I think the tutorial window for Roundtable Hold basically just says the Roundtable Hold is not a part of this world. The Erdtree Bow. Longbow featuring Erdtree styling. In times of old, when faith and battle went hand in hand, this weapon was created in tandem with the golden arrow. Scales all arrow damage with faith, revealing its true worth when used with wholly infused arrows. Scales mighty shot, as usual. You can clearly tell how few bows there are compared to swords. There's so many freaking swords, but there's like one page of bows. Or one little section for bows. More Celestial Dew, I have no need for any of that. I have so many Celestial Dews at this point. Why not just go anchor some NPCs for fun and then use it for demonstration purposes? Nah, I don't want to do that. That's mean. Then I'd just be a bully. Can you imagine if you got bullied in school and then the bully went to go use Celestial Dew on himself and then you just completely forgot about him and he was like, hey, yeah, we're good buds, right? And then if you found out about that, how would you feel? I wonder. Hey there, buddy. I don't know who you are, But you have a book for me. Golden Order Principia. If Corrin doesn't accept this, I swear to God, or the Greater Will, Radagon's Rings of Light and Law of Regression. A dense and complex academic treatise that contains the Order's fundamental principles. Why didn't they put a grace next to these two? Oh my God, we're finally back. I had to run all the way here from there, from the West Capitol Rampart. Hey buddy, I got a book for you.
This is a volume of incantation. It's good to see your enthusiasm. Indeed, I will happily take it off your hands.
Yay, he likes a book! Congratulations, never seen before. Corrin actually likes a freaking prayer book that I give him. Holy shit. Alright, Radagon's Rings of Light creates golden layering of light and fires that across a wide area. A gift of gratitude to the young Miquella from his father Radagon, and yet the young Miquella abandoned fundamentalism, for it could do nothing to treat Malenia as a cursed rot. This was the beginning of unalloyed gold. Okay, that's more we're hearing about Miquella. I haven't heard much about Miquella yet, and I don't think we're gonna hear a lot more about Miquella until Shadow of the Erdtree, to be honest. If I decide to play that, I might not. Heals all negative status effects, dispels special effects, which I believe is like buffs, and reveals mimicry in all its forms. The fundamentalists describe the Golden Order through the powers of regression and causality. Regression is the pull of meaning that all things yearn eternally to converge. I'm gonna buy this. You need 37 intelligence, not faith, to use it, even though you need faith for all the other incantations. Though this one also wants 31 intelligence. That is way too freaking much. Actually, it's not because I have that much, but you know what I mean. Too much faith, too many stats. And this is indeed very important for solving the mystery of Radagon. Put that on. I don't have quite enough intelligence to use it. Literally, I'm missing 1 point. I'm not putting on a glintstone crown, though. I'm just gonna drink my physic. Regression alone reveals secrets, huh? Stand a distance away from the statue. Equip Law of Regression. Make sure you have enough intelligence. And then use it with a seal. The statue changes to one of Queen Marika. If you remember, when we discovered that Radagon does indeed have a skeleton in his closet, it was said that a statue sculptor in the capital, or wherever, I actually don't remember where the sculptor was, actually saw that secret and decided to incorporate it in the statue he built. Radagon is Marika. What? Boy, do I have the scoop for you guys! Just call me the reporter for, Erdtree Times. I don't know. I was trying to come up with something more creative, but not right now. Alright, so talking to Corrin does nothing, as usual. However, we can just tell the man directly. Or the thing. Tell him that Radagon is Marika. Yeah, that's my freaking reaction, to be honest. Golden Order totality. And he's no longer grumbling. He must be deep in thought.
What on earth did you do to the Master? Well, not that I'm complaining. Master's finger moves again, resuming his cogitation. More than good enough for me. I haven't the words to thank you. So I'd like to pass this on to you instead. A glimpse into the heart of the Golden Order. Documented by yours truly.
Uh-oh, it's more spells. I might not have enough to buy them.
To think that Radagon was Marika herself. Or at least, such is all I can interpret from the rhythm and calculus of his finger. How would such a thing even have been possible, I wonder? Sadly, I cannot comprehend it myself. Do you have a fuller understanding of the matter?
No.
Well, either way, I can continue my documentation. In truth, it matters very little whether I understand the Master's thoughts or not. I am merely his scribe. It is my sole and unwavering purpose.
Alright, let's see what the last... Oh, it's just one. Okay, good. I know we can buy it. Immutable Shield. Enchants shield held in the left hand with the light of regression, increasing all forms of non-physical damage negation and ailment resistance. Two concepts form the basis for Golden Order fundamentalism. One is the law of regression, to which this incantation relates. Sure, regression, whatever. That all things here eventually to converge. Alright, whatever. Alright, well that's pretty odd, and it really makes me kind of wonder. So I'm guessing then, if Radagon is Mariga, not Mariga, then maybe during the, that one Liurnian war, when Radagon showed up and, met Rennala, was that Marica going out as Radagon? I believe the way it is that it's basically two people in one body, and, like, one of them can take over, control. It's not like, you know, Marica has a second personality that, in her head. It's genuinely two people fused in one body. And so then that means that, like, the Radagon would eventually leave Rennala to have a union with Queen Marica and become her consort. Meaning that, like, okay, I guess the union was a lot more literal than we initially thought that it was. But also, Marica and Radagon have had children, so does that mean that they're having sex with their self? Am I getting that correctly? Guardian Garb full bloom. Alright, might want to check that out to distract myself from this outright confusion I'm facing right now. But maybe if you're born from, either Radagon or Marica, then you're considered to be born from one god, thus you are an Empyrean? I don't know. I think I kind of understand the family trees that are going on in this game. The first demigods, the Golden Lineage, were the offspring of Marica and Godfrey, the first Elden Lord who we just fought his ghost of in this building. And they all have the god prefix in their names. Godric, Godwyn, hell, even Godfrey. I guess you're supposed to pronounce it Godfrey. Godfrey was one of them, despite literally just being a copy of Godric. We'll ignore that. And then I believe it was, and then the children of Radagon and Rennala all start with the letter R. Rykard, Radon, and Ranni, although Ranni wasn't the birth mother of Rennala, but was rather adopted, she was an Empyrean, which makes me wonder if she was actually born from Marica and was given the name that starts with R instead. I don't know. I guess that was done just so you could, like, because, like, it is expressed in the lore that she is the adoptive daughter of Rennala, so, you know, it's just easier to keep track if her name starts with an R. Then, I think, when, Marica and Radagon had their children, their names all start with an M. I believe that is Miquella, Melania, and a couple of other folks that we have yet to meet. Or yet to meet in their true form. In either case, though, the Erd Tree is dead ahead. You can even see the giant door with an opening for us. Look, it's the freaking Elden Ring on there, too. Oh, man. I'm sure it's not going to be easy to go all the way up there. I'm sure we're going to be stopped by someone. And I guess that someone is you. Hello, random Black Knife Assassin. You shouldn't be too hard to kill. Yeah, you're just a regular enemy version. You have less health than the boss health versions. Ow. But, you know, you still have the fighting power within you. I would hate to see what the critical hit is like. Please don't use it on me, as I'm just saying that. This talisman's actually helping me out quite a lot. It's not helping me out quite a lot, though. Being hit by an attack definitely doesn't tend to help out. Man, you know, you almost jumped over that fence. Maybe could you actually do that one of these times? That could be so much easier for both you and me, because then you wouldn't have to feel the pain of 1,000 cuts. Instead, you'd have to feel the constant pain of broken bones. Hello, Capital. I believe we have done everything that we can do inside the capital. There are a couple of high tops, like the roof of that area, that we couldn't go to, so I guess I wasn't being entirely honest with the "we can go everywhere" in the initial view of the place, but still, it's close enough, in my opinion. Site of Grace, and an item for us. What is this gift I have received? Blessing of the Erd Tree. Oh, thank you, Erd Tree. You really do believe in me, huh? Okay, seems to be a better version of Blessing's Boon. I don't know where I got this. This must have been forever ago. Greater blessing to caster nearby allies, gradually restoring a large amount of HP. Erd Tree once flourished with abundance, yet it was only for a fleeting moment, such is the course of all life. I'm gonna rest here, gonna switch around my stuff. I think my flask is okay as it is right now, but I would like to switch out Law of Regression for something else because I'm not actually gonna use it for anything else. Well, we'll switch it back on Heal. Or I guess I could try a different spell. What else is there to try, though? I guess Great Glintstone Shard. Alright, decided to rejigger my spells a bit, and I'm also reintroducing Magma Shot into the mix. We'll have two differently sized projectiles right at the start. I think that would be good. Though I have the Icy Projectile much later in the list. That was probably not the best idea. Oh, well. I made it, Melina. I'm finally at the foot of the Erd Tree. Too bad she isn't here to see this. Light this up. And then... let's see who we have. A summon, that's what. She is here to see this! Oh my god, she's offering her help! That's actually really freaking cool. But I'm sorry, I will decline. I would like to solo the bosses as much as I can. I'll consider summoning you, though, if this turns out to not go well. Let's go.
Graceless, tarnished. What is thy business with these thrones? Ah, Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania. General Radagon, Praetor Rykard, Luna Princess Rani, willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled by King Morgott, last of all kings.
He's back, and he's better, I think? Morgott, the Omen King, is the true identity of Morgott, and also one of the children of sorry, I was about to say the wrong name, Marika and Radagon. Truthfully, yes, I'm not sure how this thing came out of them, but whatever. He attacks much faster and much more aggressively than Morgott. You'd think that it would be annoying, but honestly, I remember liking this. We'll see how that holds up, though. Alright. Oh god. Just 3 of those now. Still, if you just dodge roll, it doesn't really make a difference. He has a spear now. I hate him now, actually, officially. Now that he can use a spear. Oh, but he doesn't have a shield to go with it. He's fine. He has really delayed attacks with though. I think the main saving grace for this fight for me is that he doesn't have as much health as Morgott did way back when, which might be considered to be a flaw, and I might be kind of over-leveled for this, but I don't care as long as it's fun. Oh, great. Perfectly timed there, actually. Oh god, watch out for that. He's gonna rain down swords in a bunch of different directions. You want to stay out of the way of them as much as you can. Oh no, that's a thingy. That is a bad thingy. Alright, drink this flask right now. Thank you for going that direction. I don't know why you did that. Good. Oh, whoa, whoa, ho, 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 ho. I am Santa Claus here to deliver your presents. And my present to you is, I mean, honestly, would death be a present to the Omens? Because the Omens, you know, like they're being put through a bunch of crap every single day of their lives. Ow! Put these foolish ambitions to rest, as always. You know, that's actually the first time I've ever died to Morgott. I somehow beat him first try in my first playthrough. We might not be so lucky this time. I'm gonna leave my runes down on the ground. Screw them. Okay, good. He didn't do the stupid triple stab that he did as Morgott. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Nope, I messed that up. Oh god, good thing you didn't do anything there. Thank you. Thank you very much for not doing anything there. Okay. Perfect time to heal. Actually, might be a perfect time to get the flask going. That's not the right thing at all. That is not the right thing at all. Switch to the right thing, maybe. Okay. I'm not really sure what to do about that, to be honest. Drink this. And then we'll try some magic on you. That's doing decent. I just keep getting caught in that first thing, and then I keep getting hit by all of it, and it feels really unsatisfying each and every time it happens. But hey, I just have to get good. That's the whole deal. Definitely feels avoidable, unlike most of Morgott's other attacks. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this fight, but it felt like the ways that he strung attacks together aren't nearly as annoying for some reason, or I'm just more patient regarding them. That's an AoE as the phase 2 transition. Back away from him. Alright, now I know he can do the knife after this. Alright, yep, now I know that, And so I need to maybe, you know, not jump in and attack him after he's finished swinging that. Ooh, okay. I think these geysers from the ground can hurt you still, so watch out. He can also have a really, really fast grab attack. In this phase, the sword will turn red. It'll have a red aura around itself. And that's him winding up that attack. Ah, damn. I get hit by the first swing. That's why that hammer attack is really hard to avoid. Oh boy. Yes, this. There we go. Timing is very easy, honestly. Alright. Boom. Let's get some glintstone pebble. Maybe some great glintstone shard, actually. Thank you for going that way. I have no idea why you're going that way. Oh god. Oh, he's going into the... No, I'm dead. Oh man, that was a good attempt though. I think we got this in not too long. Ah damn, I was trying to lay my dodge. I guess I'm still in the learning attacks phase of this battle, even though I fought it and beaten it before. That was just a complete fluke at this point, since I've died twice this time. Okay. Oh man, I like those flips he can do though. Very cool, nice cartwheeling. You've taken a page from the Elven Oryx. I'm just gonna drink this right away. Okay. Here's an ice crack for you. Probably the best thing to use on him in this time. Does the most damage and it frosts him. Whenever he isn't frosted, that is. God damn it. I'm just kind of bad at this fight in general. Alright. That is not a stagger. Get away from him. There we go. Only have to get that far. It's not like you have to move across the freaking planet. Whoa! That's a lot of damage I did. Okay. Watch out. I think he can do a really quick second attack with that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. That's a crazy little attack. Makes sense, though. You're an Omen. Damn it! I dodged a little too early. This shouldn't kill me, though. No, it did not. Okay. Yeah! Okay. I'm not getting near, because you're gonna do the knife if I do. Damn it. I think while he's swinging it around, I can get a hit on him. No! Still did well, though. I think while he's, like, swinging it above his head before he smacks down with it, I can go in and get a hit on him and then dodge away to get out of the way of the knife. Follow up. We both did jump attacks. Only his actually hit because he's much bigger than me. Alright. I got the timing down for that attack pretty nicely. I don't like this. Okay. He now has a spear, that's right. Okay, this is a good time to heal, I think. Hopefully I'm not in the path of some of those. Oh, I am, kind of. Let me get out of there. This is going well, isn't it? Why am I attacking and not healing? Oh, God. Okay. Dodging away is still doing well, except for that. God, can you, like, not freaking follow up with the spear the instant that you're done with an attack? Maybe that would be nice. That combo, I'm kind of not a fan of. That's probably his only combo that I haven't enjoyed so far. It's the way he swings it. It's just so weird. What was that? Did you see him just turn around in a snap there? Okay. Good thing I went in for that. I already drunk my flask, so I'm just doing worse this time. This is not a very good attempt of this. It's okay, I could just use Ice Crack and take out all his health, and then I'll just kill him out of a fluke again. I don't know if I can dodge that that swipe he did after I did the jump attack, and I just kind of stood there and took the hit. It's because I don't think I could dodge it. So, what was that? Yeah, okay, that's a weird little animation thing. Okay, now get away, or prepare to dodge. Yeah, okay. That's what I need to do there. Can you follow this up? I hope not. Seems like no. Alright, here's some Ice Crack for ya. Because he's kind of keeping himself in the center of a large damage zone, so I feel like I should be able to hit him there. I should get some damage of my own, and no! No, man! Once again, we've gotten his health bar down that far 3 times in a row. I hate those quick snappy attacks, because there's so many of them to learn. It's part of why I don't like them, is because there's way too freaking many of them. I can't possibly learn the timings for all of them and then remember them at a time. Unless I was an absolute god at the game, which I'm not. In case you couldn't tell from how I've been playing. Ah, damn. That was my chance to get a hit, and I was too far. Oh no, that's gonna hit, yep. Only got a glancing strike on me, though. Or that was the talisman helping. Oh, nice! Okay, jumping attacks allows me to dart underneath that swipe. Can I remember what that swipe looks like in the future? No. I'll try, though. How does Jules Moonblade do on you? Pretty well, I have to say. Maybe I'll try doing that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't like that. Here, have a Moonblade. I put him into phase 2. Oh, God. No, that was a bad idea. He has more defense during that time as well. All right. I'm in phase 2, too! Here, have a Moonblade. Ah, he went out of range. That time he didn't, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. So... No. Oh, no. Okay, did far less damage because of the talisman. Good. But I can't... Game! Lock on! Holy fuck! There's one enemy in the room right now! Lock onto him! You don't have to go like, oh, what? No, he's not in range. No, he's not in view. I don't see Morgott there. No, he doesn't exist. No, he's fucking there. Fucking do what I want you to. Wow. That combo sucks. I feel like I could be more aggressive than I have been. Because there have been times I've been aggressive. I've gone in and I've gotten more hits when I would normally back off and heal, and it's worked out. So, yeah, maybe I should be more fearless. But then sometimes he whips out the freaking tornado hammer there, and then I just die. So, yeah. Doesn't always work. Perfect. Gotta hit it in between attacks, like the game wants me to. He also got a hit in between attacks. What is going on? Why can't I do anything anymore? It was going really well, and then I've just gotten worse. Damn, I pressed the button. I pressed the freaking button. Is it because I held it for a millisecond too long? Probably. Alright, here, have a Moonblade. Oh, God. Okay. Cool dodge, buddy. Can you maybe stop? Oh, nice. I actually got the Frost proc on him. Okay. Let's go. Damn it. I used to be better at that. God. What happened? What happened to me? In this video and in general.
shall not be forgiven.
Alright. Please stop the sword rain. Please stop the sword rain. Please tell your swords to shut up. I need to be able to move. Thank you. Alright. That somehow still hit him. He has a large hitbox. I'll give him that. They certainly make him easy to hit. Okay, don't have any follow-ups to this, please. Okay, that was almost a follow-up, but it didn't happen really fast enough. Drink. Thank you. Thank you for being patient, not doing the grab attack. Okay, he's got to follow up to that. I should remember that. No, damn it. Those come out a little faster than I expect. I think I might be used to, like, Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Okay. I might be used to Dancer of the Boreal Valley when it comes to that. Ooh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, buddy. You might want to look at your health bar. Might want to look at your health bar. And... almost. I'm getting there. Trust me. I'll land on the final hit eventually, when he feels like letting me. Yes! Down he goes! He is now officially the Fell Omen. Man, does that feel good. Remembrance of the Omen King. I'll check that out in a bit, but first, he has some final words for us. And I'm sure they're not going to be very nice.
Tarnished. Not but a fool. The Erd Tree wards off all who deign approach. We are all forsaken.
I hope you're wrong about that. This is where I was supposed to go, is it not?
None may claim the title of Elden Lord. Thy deeds shall be met with failure, just as I.
He stops talking there as he officially dies. None may claim the title of Elden Lord. That could be him speaking the truth? Or that could be him just, you know, being mad at me, not wanting me to do the thing. Well, guess what? I'm gonna go do the thing. I'm sorry, I couldn't word that any better. I mean, I could have, but still. Let's enter the Erd Tree! Finally! Or... not? Impenetrable thorns refuse all. None may enter the Erd Tree. Well, wasn't this a load of false advertising? Y'all woke me up in the freaking chapel and told me to come become Elden Lord. I'm here now. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Sorry, there's thorns in the way. We haven't hired our freaking gardener to get rid of those yet. Interact with that and a sight of grace will appear in the middle of the room. And as you can see, there is a wall of fog blocking us from leaving. Oh, I think it starts raining here, yeah. When Morgott enters phase 2, it starts raining here, and now it continues to rain afterwards.
Hello again, old friend. Allow me a moment to converse with you. You are unable to enter the Erd Tree. No? Prevented by the mantle of barbs. The thorns are impenetrable. A husk of the Erd Tree's being that spurns all that exists without. The only way to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord is to pass the thorns. My purpose serves to aid in that very act. So I'd like you to undertake a new journey with me to the Flame of Ruin, far above the clouds, upon the snowy mountain tops of the giants. Then, I can set the Erd Tree aflame and guide you down the path to becoming Elden Lord.
That sounds good to me. Alright, she says nothing new there. Now, can I level up with the runes I've gotten? I could level up with you for the first time in forever. Now that I'm done with Leyndell, I think I do want to start leveling up Vigor once more. Because from this point on, the areas that we're going to step into are going to be very, very unfriendly. Yes, even more unfriendly than they are right now. That's kind of hard to think about, but yep. Now, finally, we have an excuse to venture to the mountaintops of the Giants, a place we've been hearing about a lot and even been seeing in the distance. But we haven't actually been there yet. And unfortunately, we're not going to be there anytime soon because I have a lot of stuff that I want to do first. Remembrance of Morgott, the Omen King. Though born one of the graceless Omen, Morgott took it upon himself to become the Erd Tree's protector. He loved not in return, for he was never loved, but nevertheless love it he did. I'm not really sure why he loved the Erd Tree, considering how freaking shunned he was from society, which we will find out more about that in an upcoming area. A little bit more about that anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure why he's, like, devoting himself such to the Erd Tree when it's freaking, like, everyone's been so mean to him all his life. Why would he care? I don't know. I guess maybe it may have saved him. You never know. Seek the Divine Tower of East Altus, which stands beyond the Great Bridge from Leyndell's eastern ward. And finally, Rolled Medallion. Brandishing the medallion activates the Grand Lift of Rolled, connecting Leyndell to the mountaintops of the Giants. The Forge of the Flame of Ruin is said to be found upon their peaks, and it is here Melina wishes to travel and resuming your journey together. You can join Split Medallion depicting the Flame Peak. Very cool. I did some thinking just now, 10 seconds ago, and I've decided that we are going to go try to activate the Great Rune in this video before we end. It'll be pretty quick. There probably won't be a whole lot to show. If there is, well, I'll just show the highlights. Anyway case, I may as well show this. There's a throne right here. It'll be our throne soon, I think. However, don't try to sit in it or else. Man, we've discovered the true secret of Leyndell. The thrones that they have are made out of paperboard this whole time. Hi, Morgott, you moved. Who moved you? I don't know. I won't think about it. Look at how close this is to the Erd Tree. Here is the mark for the rolled route. Remember this view? The view of this little path down there? We couldn't figure out how to get there? But honestly, we could have gone down there all this time, but we didn't have any reason to until now. So let's make our way over. Find your way down to the eastern end of Main Street, and you'll be greeted with a set of double doors. As locked and sealed as they might look, they are not. Which is actually the opposite of the western end of freaking, what is it, Main Street. I forgot my own name for the place. I just said it, too. Those double doors were locked because they led to the fortified manor. These ones lead to a rather forgotten part of the city, where it's all ashen, all these things are falling into dust, and what do you know? There's a shunned race over here, the Misbegotten. Oh god. I can probably cut through most of these battles because I don't think there's anything. There's not really any particular items to see. There are a couple of notable encounters over here, but aside from that, not much to do. I think one notable encounter is this way. Actually, two now that I'm thinking of it. Oh, look. It's a little lake. That's actually kind of nice. It's like I mean, it's an artificial lake, but still a lake nonetheless. Hi, buddies. What are you puppy guarding here? Golden Rune level 9. Man, y'all just find a random rune and are like, we will guard this with our life. Well, actually, they were eating the body that had it, but close enough. You know what I mean. Oh, I forgot to look at this before. Raises the HP recovery effects of Flask of Cryptid Tears, but greatly lowers fire damage negation. That's fine. It said the blood-red flowers blooming on their backs mark the senescence of their ancient pact. Perhaps the Guardians are part tree already. Why not? Let's put this on. We got the things, the bracers, and the greaves. And then the hat. Okay, honestly, the antlers probably aren't needed anymore. How about... Actually, you know what? For the first time in a while, how about nothing on the head? Yeah, we don't need anything. We don't need a hat. Who do you think we are? Someone who can be sunburned? You fool, we're a video game character. Video game characters can't be sunburned. Lightning-proof dried liver. In any case, we are sticking to the shade a lot throughout this dungeon, so we probably wouldn't be sunburnt anyway. Over here is, first of all, a Leyndell Misbegotten. Not as a boss this time, or a misbegotten warrior, as the case may be. Not a boss this time, but rather a regular enemy. And I think here it is more regular enemy than all of the other mini-bosses or bosses turn regular enemies that we've seen. Because not only does it have significantly less health than they usually do, but... well, you'll see. Yeah, we just killed it, just like that. Remember how much effort the first one took? Castle Morn? The second notable encounter is this dog. Yeah, it's friendly. It doesn't attack you. Behold, dog! For real this time. There's a few mistakes like that, a few enemies that, for one reason or another, they don't aggro onto you properly, and so they just kind of sit there and don't do anything, and that dog is one of them. I think there's a crow in Bloodborne that also acts like that. These flowers look kind of silly, so I guess I won't keep this set on for too long, but I wanted to wear it just because, I don't know, I think it has an appeal. I'm basically turning into a plant like Rogier was. Alright, yes, more Misbegotten on this area. Hello. That's a scaly Misbegotten. We don't have to fight him. Soporific Grease? There's another one down here. Well, for fighting one of them, I may as well just fight one of them. I don't have to fight any more than that. Or I could just fight none of them at all. That works for me. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's just two. There's just two Leyndell Misbegotten over here. Randomly. Gotta love it. Hey, man, it is an example of good boss-to-enemy progression. Now we're so strong that they're nothing but mere regular enemies to us. Oh god, there's a perfumer. Oh my god, it's like that one catacomb in Altus. Freaking whatever that was. I'm dead. Fun. Well, I will approach that far more strategically than I did next time. So the little speedrunning trick, I think that, you see that lip right there? That's what people jump down to in order to avoid dying from falls. In order to get into the city faster. Okay, I think the best way to do this would be to take out the Misbegotten right here and start wailing on the perfumers before the Leyndell guy can come over. Alright, they see me, so let's get started. I only got one with that? Oh god, alright. I hope this doesn't alert the Leyndell guy. It might alert the Leyndell guy. Actually, it might not, I don't see him. And the perfumers are right here and everything, so alright, let me get you so you can stop buffing everyone, because it's super annoying. It's supposed to be, I know it's supposed to be annoying. But, I mean, just because it's supposed to be doesn't make it good. No, it's perfectly fine. The perfumers are actually pretty interesting enemies, because of how they buff other people. I honestly wish they were used more often in the game than they are. Oh, hi! Okay, maybe the Leyndell guy was alerted a little bit. Good thing I took everyone out. Just in time for you to show up. Alright. Now, of course, you could still kill me on your own, but with jump attacks, part of me kind of doubts that's going to happen. Maybe it will. It just kind of squished me to the ground there as I was trying to jump. That's pretty funny. Didn't know you could do that twice in a row. That's honestly ridiculous, my friend. Don't. Thank you. Dude, look at how fucking low your health is. Stop. Take a chill pill and just let me do that. Thank you. Loot time? What do we have? Perfumer robe, another one of those. I'll get my runes back, thank you. I had quite a few of those. More Misbegotten. If they're just keen to sit at the gravestones, mourn their lost loved ones, perhaps, then I don't have to slaughter any more of them. It's not a requirement. Unless one of them drops some special item. Watch that be the case. That'd be stupid. That'd be silly. I think I'm hearing the sound of something down there. Am I hearing the sound of a Leyndell Misbegotten? I don't know what I'm hearing, but I'm pretty sure we've cleared out this whole section. If we haven't, oh well. Another familiar-looking elevator to the one on the opposite side of the city. But this one doesn't take us to a simple talisman. No siree. What are all those guys? Like priests of some kind? Some robed fellows? They look kind of like Palpatine. I still haven't actually watched Star Wars, but I've seen Palpatine. I don't know what he looks like. I'm pretty sure, anyway. He's got like a hood on with a creepy face underneath. Here we are, yet another divine bridge. And this time, we're closer to the Erd Tree than ever, than even the last time, than even the one for Rykard's Great Rune. I can't remember what all the divine towers are called well, okay. The one in Limgrave is called the one for Limgrave, and the other one is called the freaking... the one for Liurnia, the one for Caelid, etc. That's what they're freaking called. Altus is split into two because Altus is giant. Oh, hi. Or Altus isn't giant. It's actually one of the smaller regions in the game, but it's you know, it's substantial enough in terms of game progression and world that they had to put 2 in. Oh, we got a guy and a horse. And unfortunately, we're not allowed to summon our own horse. That wasn't the case for the Divine Tower of Liurnia's bridge. Why are they so inconsistent about where you can and can't summon Torrent? It's so weird. Oh boy, that one pretty successful. There's an archer over there. Well, as long as I just stay put where I am right now and dodge to the side occasionally, we should be good, honestly, for the archer. There we go. We got you. Ow! That's the face. That's also the face. Okay, I thought it's because it was a spear guy. I thought getting that last hit was going to be a lot longer than it actually was. Holy fuck. Okay, bam. Switch to melee. Thank you. And then I will... Oh my god, I thought you were going to, like, dodge unreasonably far close to me. Or dash unreasonably far, I mean. I guess it wouldn't be unreasonably far if these guys are super well trained. I'm surprised throughout this entire playthrough, I haven't called any of these guys my quest knights, because this is yet another joke from John Wolfe's playthrough of Elden Ring, where every time he saw one of these things, he would mimic them and go like, oh, my quest. As if they were these valiant knights protecting their land. I'm sorry, horse. It had to be done. The horses are not evil, but rather they are being used for evil purposes. Hello, sir. By evil purposes, I mean they're used for stopping me. That's evil, right? That's evil enough for me. Alrighty. Take you out. And, oh dear god, they've seen an upgrade. Yeah, I love these guys. They just become bigger, they can knock you back. I don't think they can really damage you, though. And damage you for any substantial amount of health, anyway. Oh, they might disappear easier. Oh, good thing that didn't happen. Somber Smithing Stone level 6. I think my favorite little detail with that, guy, is if the giant one moves away from where the smaller one turned into the giant one, you can actually see lingering particle effects from where the small one was upon killing it. Kind of funny. This big room, this is not the Divine Tower, rather, it is the Divine Lift. Not the Grand Lift. Maybe I should call it Divine Elevator. That's the Divine Tower over there, but I would like to go down here first, as a bit of a teaser. And also because, well, you'll see. There's an important yellow object down here. That's right, a banana! Let's go get it! It's a site of grace, obviously. It's a site of grace inside... We're gonna have the name? The Forbidden Lands. Lands so forbidden that I forbid myself from venturing here. Oh god, sorry character. I just made her walk through snow barefoot. I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. But yes, this is indeed the next step on the Rolled route. The Grand Lift of Rolled is actually through that place, but we're not gonna go through there yet. We're gonna come back a hell of a lot later. Let's go back up the elevator, and then... Oh no, don't backstep! Stop right here! There we go. This unlocks a secret room, or it doesn't really unlock it, but official's attire. That's actually new, despite looking a hell of a lot like the other blue robe we have. Grubby blue robe worn by magisterial officials to carry out their grim tasks. Surveillance, executions, gruesome rituals. The darkest duties drive the wheels of mankind. Open this up, and you can find the Blade of Calling. Dagger given to one who set on a journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Blade of Gold, leaping into the air, charging armament with golden flames that are then shot the enemy's single blade-like projectile, inflicts holy damage. It is believed that this dagger once belonged to Melina, and that this room is perhaps where she's from? And judging by the robe outside saying stuff about bad rituals, I wonder if, similar to Raya, or Zariah's, she was born as a part of a ritual. That's just my assumption, though. I haven't actually looked at any lore. Why does this elevator take so long to start moving, by the way? Send the elevator back down, jump off, and now we can carry on to the Divine Tower. Seen better days. That Divine Tower looks freaking eroded as hell. Oh my god, look at the ultimate guardian of the Divine Tower of East Altus in all his glory. This will be such a difficult battle. Hello? Someone put a blindfold on me? Now I can still see. We gonna fight Volnir? Or perhaps the Four Kings? Sorta close. We're fighting the Fell Twins. Jellyfish, come on in here. We already fought a big boss this episode. Do we really need another one? It's just a couple of Omen enemies, but I think they do have new abilities and they have special weapons. See, that one has an axe covered in some red stuff. And they are blocking the way to the Divine Tower of East Altus, so we'll have to get them out of our way. Hey, Jellyfish, maybe don't target the one I'm fighting. Target the other one. Ooh, the other one's covered in horns, and the other one can breathe that yellow breath. That might be like holy flame breath. Not completely sure. This fight is a hell of a lot easier once you kill one of them. That's why I summoned, because otherwise it's kind of annoying, honestly. I remember fighting it, and I didn't remember enjoying fighting the two of them. I wonder if this is supposed to be a reference to the Four Kings in Dark Souls 1, where you fought them in a similarly very dark arena, where it was nothing but pitch black surrounding you. And, you know, Fell Twins, Four Kings, they have just a similar amount of syllables. That must be correct. They must be close, right? I think this guy's the special one. This guy's the actually unique part of this fight. He has some new attacks that we haven't seen these guys ever use before, like the breathing of the yellow flame, or this. Yeah, the explosion of yellow flame is sending that after you. We've never seen them do that before. So at least there's something new about this fight. It's not just a recycle of a regular enemy into a boss for no reason at all. Oh god. Okay, I don't know where you're hitting. That was definitely not where I was. You're so angry you have to hit the nearest thing. And I guess if you're an Omen, especially covered with this many horns, that makes sense. Alright. You're halfway down. The jellyfish is getting good damage. Actually, it's not, but, you know, the jellyfish is, you know, stunning it out of attacks that it would otherwise hit me with, probably. So, jellyfish is helping out a lot. Oh, wow. My jump attacks are just causing me to get this guy down so fast. I think he has a couple of other abilities, but he didn't get a chance to see them. We didn't get a chance to see him use it. And personally, I'm okay with that. We might get another chance later. Omen Killer Rollo. Okay, so I just had a really weird bug where as the game was trying to send me out of that battle, it just didn't load. Fortunately, I reloaded the game and it put me where I'm supposed to be, so we're fine, we're fine. We should have the item and everything. Spirit of Rollo, known as the first Omen Killer. Once a famous perfumer, Rollo imbibed a physic to rid himself of motion, thus enabling him to enact his nightmarish labor, hunting the Omen. Well, I'm not summoning you. You sound freaking terrible. Like, I hunt the Omen too, but I kill them because they're trying to kill me, and that's just my rules. Grace. I can level up, I think. Yeah, I should be able to. Let's do so. I think I shall do intelligence. Now I can actually use law of regression. Level 110. Isn't that nice? God, I have this giant flower backpack on. Looks really funny. So fun fact, the soldier's actually alive at the other end of the bridge. I ran back there to check real quick, and yeah, he was there. There were no items, though. So, let's head right into the tower. It's honestly kind of nice that those guys attack, because after the fight, you get spat out on the other end of the bridge. Killing them was basically crossing the bridge, according to the game. Oh my god, it's super foggy up here compared to on the way up. Is there going to be yet another side of grace up here waiting for me? No? No, there actually isn't. That's a surprise. I'm kind of sad now. It's fine. Restore the Great Rune! Great Rune of the Shard Bearer Morgott. Its blessing greatly raises maximum HP. That might not be terrible. In case you're fine with your other stats and you just want more health, that's fine. This Great Rune is the anchoring that houses the base and proves two things. That the Omen King was born of the Golden Lineage and that he was indeed the Lord of Leyndell. Well, yeah, we know those. What's kind of weird here is that this is the anchor ring that houses the base, according to the description. But this is also the anchor ring. Alright, I won't ask too many questions. Let's just end here. With Morgott's defeat, I believe, in my definition, we are officially in the late game of Elden Ring. We are so close to the end. I'm gonna switch out of this outfit, because honestly, that flower backpack does look a little too silly for me. Here we are, Alberic's set. This actually looks kinda neat. I might wear the hat for a little while. It's blinding us. It's fine, we can see. Next time on Elden Ring, I think we're gonna clear up a couple of things, and then it's time to play some multiplayer. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.